Good morning. I'm Al Rubio, Chairman of the Board of the Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce. Thank you. Very kind. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to our 2021 State of the City Address with this year's theme of Temecula Cares. And judging from the number of attendees this morning, there are a lot of people who care in Temecula. Would you agree? This morning, we are honored to have Mayor Marianne Edwards, who will share with us the City of Temecula's accomplishments, visions, and goals. We appreciate your attendance and are sure you will enjoy this year's event. Okay, we're going to thank all our dignitaries. Their names have been rolling, and we appreciate all of you being here. Thank you. See, we lost our spot there. Okay, I went off script, sorry. In an effort to begin the program as quickly as possible, I already said this, but we'll say it again. The names of those in attendance were displayed on the screens during the opening of the event. Okay, we're going to thank our sponsors here. I'd like to express the Chamber's sincere gratitude to those businesses who sponsored this event. I would like to recognize and thank our premier partner, who we just love our collaboration with, the City of Temecula. Thank you, guys. We'd also like to give a great thank you to our title sponsor, Paradigm Investments. I think they're over here somewhere. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. Our program and facility sponsor, Pachanga Resort and Casino. Our corporate sponsors, Loma Linda University Medical Center Murrieta, Rady's Children's Health Services, Southwest Healthcare Systems, and our affiliate sponsors are Abbott, you can really give a big applause for this one, DCH Auto Group Temecula. Shady group, watch out for those guys. Temecula Valley Hospital. Community sponsors, Corner Bakery Cafe, CR&R Environmental Services, Eastern Municipal Water District, Fabosi and Miller, APC, Habitat for Humanity, Inland Valley, Kaiser Permanente, Promenade Temecula, Rancho California Water District, Southern California Edison, Southwest Riverside County Association of Realtors. Now on to our corporate sponsors, JDS Creative Academy, the law offices of Robert Rosenstein and Associates, Michael Baker International, Paradise Chevrolet Cadillac, Western Riverside County of Governments, audiovisual sponsors, Starway Productions. Thanks, guys, you're doing a great job. Media sponsor, Valley News. Now, I hope you guys had an opportunity to see the expo. These guys really put on some nice tables. Did you guys enjoy that? That was fun. They do so much in our community. Please join me in giving them a big Temecula applause for their participation today. I'd also like to take this time to thank our Chairman's Elite Circle members. The Chairman's Elite Circle is an elite group of business leaders whose continued investment enables the Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce to continue to develop a positive economic environment. And that's so important, especially right now. Please join me in thanking the 2021 Chairman's Elite President's Circle members for their outstanding commitment to our chamber and supporting our community. They were displayed, you saw, on the screens and are listed in the event program. Thanks again. I'd also like to take this moment to thank our committee. So much goes into these events, and you guys show up and boom, we show up and everything's done. So at this time, I'd like to go ahead and name off the names of the some chamber folks. We've got some folks that aren't really involved with chamber or city, but they wanted to help. And then, of course, our city staff. Our committee chair is Tammy Marine with Habitat for Humanity, Inland Valley. Thank you, Tammy. Our committee co-chair, and she's fairly new, and she has just jumped right in. Thanks, Deb Janikowski, CRPS Warriors Foundation. Donna San Miguel, California State University, San Marcos. Christine Damko, City of Temecula. She's got groupies. Luis Tovar, City of Temecula. Betsy Lowry, City of Temecula. Stacy Brown, City of Temecula. Wow, these guys, popular. Oh, and Al Rubio, DCH Auto Group. You guys are the greatest. This is awesome. Julie No Agency, State Farm Insurance Agency. By the way, who was at the gala? Come on, I know more of you were at the gala. I was up there like 18 hours, I think, so they only got me for another 5 minutes. And I'm having separation anxiety. As I mentioned Julie's name, I go, where's Julie? Okay, Julie, I'm sorry, teleprompter guy, I'm really confusing you. Jeff Kurtz, Promenade Temecula. Sylvia Provenzano, Temecula Valley Toyota. Okay, the moment we've been waiting for, time to introduce our mayor. We all know our mayor, and I just want to share a quick story about our mayor. I've known Marianne probably over 20 years, and I know her as customer. I don't know if you guys ever saw her terrorizing the town about 10, 15 years ago when she had her little Honda 2000 white, license plate number 83D427. All the police know it. Anyway, she was in for service one time, and they were trying to figure out what's going on with the car, and they said the RPMs are really high. Spoken in English, you're driving too fast in 35 miles an hour. But anyway, what I do want to tell you is about, and this is in the program, about our city and just how approachable everyone is. We do a flag ceremony. We've been doing it since 9/11, 2001, a couple times a year. And one of them is to honor those who were lost on 9/11, first responders, military, and of course, just everyday people. Well, we had our 20 years, you all know, last month, and I wanted to do something special, and the light bulb went on. I would like to have Marianne come and sing the national anthem. I called Marianne, and she called me back within 20 minutes and said, I would love to be there. And she was there, and she did a beautiful job. Thank you, Marianne. I told the group, my colleagues at work, I said, in what city do you live in that you can call the mayor, ask them to come to your place of employment for a program and sing the national anthem, and they just show up just with the biggest heart and do it. So Marianne, thank you for that. Now, I'm back on script. Now, it is my distinct honor to welcome the Honorable Marianne Edwards to the stage. Marianne.
Thank you, Al. Well, I'm going to back up a little bit, so I'm not going to be on script yet, but I'll tell you the real story, okay? So I took the S2000 in because we knew it needed brakes, and it was only about a year old. Well, the front brakes were completely worn out. And I said, how does that happen and not the back brakes? He says, it's a sign that you're going really fast and stopping really fast. So that is the story. So anyway, we're going to get started. So if you'd please join me and stand as the Chaparral High School Navy ROTC presents the colors and remain standing for the national anthem sung by Chaparral High School student Amanda Sandoval.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Amanda Sandoval. That was
Thank you.
good job. So you may be seated. And ladies and gentlemen, Temecula cares about the military. So I'm going to ask veterans, active duty military, and members and family members of those currently serving to please rise and remain standing when you hear the song from your branch of the service. This is our tribute to the armed forces. United States Army. Over hill, over dale, we will hit the dusty trail, and those caissons go rolling along. In and out, hear them shout, counter marching all about, and those caissons go rolling along. Now don't be shy. If you have family members in the military, please stand if they represent the Army. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And where'er you go, you will always know that those caissons go rolling along. United States Navy, way, my boys, anchors aweigh. Farewell to college joys, we sail at break of day, 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 day. Through our last night on shore, hail to the foam. Until we meet once more, here's wishing you a happy voyage home. United States Coast Guard, we're always ready for the call. We place our trust in thee. I see Darlene Letton standing up. Storm and shell to win our victory. Semper Paratus is our guide, our pledge, our motto too. We're always ready to or die. High Coast Guard, we fight for you. United States Air Force, off we go into the wild blue yonder. Climb Tripoli. We will fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine. Now, all veterans and military stand, please. Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, the United States Marines. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your service. Let's give another round of applause to the Chaparral High School, JROTC. They are a wonderful example of our youth of today, and you know that our country is going to be in great hands, our city is going to be in great hands. So good morning, are you awake now? I'm Marianne Edwards, and it's my honor to serve as Temecula's mayor. Thank you for being here today as we look back at the successes since 2020 and we look ahead to what's in store in 2021 and beyond. This year's theme, as you've probably already heard, is Temecula Cares. And that caring attitude has helped us through good times and challenging times. One of the city's most caring partners is the Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce, of course. So to Chairman Al Rubio, thank you. The Chamber Board of Directors, CEO Brooke Nunn, congratulations. We're great to have you as the CEO. And staff, we appreciate your tremendous support for our local business community. And I would like to ask everyone who served on the State of the City Committee to stand. Now, Al read their names, but I looked and no one stood, okay? So I'm going to force you out of your seats so we can see who you are. So we have, again, Tammy Marine, Deb Jankowski, Donna San Miguel, Christine Damco from the city, Betsy Lowry, Louisa Tovar, and remain standing, don't be sitting down on me, Nay, Stacy Brown, Diane Strand, Julie No, Jeff Kurtz, Sylvia Provenzano, and Al Rubio. And I am so proud to say every one of those people is a great friend, every one of them. So thank you. It's an amazing task to put on this event, and I'm so pleased to see so many of you here this morning. I'm off script now, so with all that we've gone through over the last 20 months or so, I know that we're thrilled to be able to get out and come together again as friends and colleagues. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for being here today. So, and by the way, here's a surprise. It's Al Rubio's birthday. Oh, you got to come up now. Don't be hiding under the tablecloth. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. When Marianne says something, you know I'm just going to hound you until you finally do it. Come on. Yeah, it's okay if you use the stairs. I kind of thought maybe you were going to do that jump thing like you used to.
That was about 29 birthdays.
Yeah, exactly. So it's Al's birthday. Do you want to tell us how old you are?
68.
He's just a tiny bit older than I am.
But a whole lot older than most of you.
So happy birthday, are you ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Al. Happy birthday to you, and many more.
Thank you.
There is no cake, so you can go
That's
sit
okay.
down. Okay.
This is almost as many people as my last birthday. I'm Mexican, so that's about
Well, good for you. Maybe we should have had you bring the cake. Well, and I will say that without the support of my family and the first gentleman, I call him Squire Tom Edwards because he's retired now, this fourth term as Temecula's mayor would not have been possible. But thanks to Tom's gracious acceptance of the high-paying position of chief advisor, chief maintenance engineer, keeper of the high spirits, I am eternally grateful to have this opportunity to serve the city that we have loved for 34 years. And I'm very pleased to say that Saturday will be our 45th wedding anniversary. I know what you're thinking. I was 9 when we got married. So if you're trying to do the math, I'll just do it for you. So, honey, I love you. Thank you. He's a great partner. And we're total opposites, and that's why it works so well. So I would also like to voice my sincerest appreciation for my 4 council colleagues who are here today. I'm glad. So we'll start with Mayor Pro Tem Matt Ron. Stand up and remain standing. Thank you. You know the drill. Councilmember Zach Schwank. Councilmember James Stewart. And Councilmember Jessica Alexander, I'm not the only girl anymore. And it's wonderful. You know, we work together as a really cohesive team. We work like a family, and with the amazing city staff, you know, that's why, it's one reason, not just us, but Temecula has been successful from the very beginning because the voters have put their trust in good council members, and we've always had an amazing staff. So Temecula's future is established by those who care about every aspect of our community: safety, beauty, stability, and prosperity. And those things wrap their arms around you all today. That's what we want for everyone in Temecula. So we work together as a family, united through our love for Temecula and our commitment to our residents. Serving the city is a labor of love, and I thank you, my friends and colleagues, for your continued support and hard work to maintain our caring city as the best place to live, work, and raise a family. And if you serve on a city board or commission, I know we have commissioners and board members here today, please stand up. Thank you, and remain standing. So there are not a lot of them, so you have to scan the room and see who's here, but I will tell you, these dedicated residents and business owners who serve on our advisory bodies are the Planning, Traffic Safety, Community Services Commission, and our newest, the Race, Equity, Diversity, Inclusion Commission, as well as our Old Town Local Review Board. So with the help of the city executive staff, these caring residents work tirelessly, often on their own time, spending countless hours at meetings and connecting with our residents in order to provide the council with sound feedback and advice that enables us to better serve our residents and businesses. So thank you, commissioners and Old Town Local Review Board. You are such a vital and a critical part of the city operations and functions, and you serve as those liaisons to our residents. So thank you very much for your service. And thank you to City Manager Aaron Adams and Assistant City Manager Kevin Hawkins for your exceptional leadership, serving the best city staff in the nation. And I say that with all sincerity. These people, we think we give them impossible tasks and they make it look easy. And their attitudes are amazing. There's no complaining. They love what they do. They love Temecula. And I think they love their council members, but they never tell us if they didn't. So I think they do. So we're more grateful to you, city staff, than we could ever tell you. And I tell you all the time how much I love you. And you know that I mean it too. You work so hard. And a special thank you to those who place their lives on the line every day to demonstrate that they care about Temecula, our police and firefighters, and they are here today. So stand up, please. Stand up and be recognized. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. And over here, over there, fire guys, police guys, and our essential frontline workers, and that includes Temecula Valley Hospital and the health community. So if you're Temecula Valley Hospital or you're with the health community, please stand up. You have served so faithfully over the last 20 months. It's unbelievable. Thank you for standing. You know, I know, just talking to Darlene Wetton, I know that people work 3 and 4 days at a time, never going home, and probably longer than that. Never going home because serving patients that had COVID and were in the hospitals. And, you know, I'm saying out loud, we're getting through it, we're going to see the end of it, and we're going to go on. But we're going on anyway. So we have a city, you have the city's and the community's eternal gratitude for the bravery and endurance that you've shown in this difficult year. We also offer special recognition and congratulations to Temecula Valley Hospital on receiving the American College of Cardiology's Silver Performance Achievement Award for 2021, one of only 132 hospitals nationwide to receive this honor. So that's amazing too. So thank you for caring for us, and to our Temecula Valley Unified School District family. Thank you for your Herculean effort, seemingly overnight conversion to virtual school for 27,000 students. If you could just imagine, unbelievable. And it's an award-winning district, so really words from the residents really can't express the appreciation that we all feel on behalf of Temecula students and families. And they're still continuing with virtual school and with regular school hours. So it just takes so much effort. And the teachers had to write new lesson plans that they could do virtually. Just an unbelievable effort. And so thank you again, school district. We're so fortunate. And I always say that the schools really are the jewel of Temecula's crown. They really are. So thank you. And to our normally overlooked nonprofit organizations in Temecula's family, through volunteer service, each of these has redoubled their efforts to provide free programs, goods, and services to families and individuals in crisis. And we extend our heartfelt appreciation and thanks. So on your way out today, be sure that you stop over at the nonprofit fair and talk to these wonderful people and pick up some materials. You know, they're always looking for donations and sponsors, and Temecula is a great community for both. So thank you for always thinking of our nonprofits. And of course, our host today, Pechanga. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Pechanga. It's no surprise that Pechanga was voted the best casino in the Southland by the LA Times. And Pechanga really is a first-class community partner who makes so many wonderful contributions to the city and the region. We're grateful and forever thankful for your partnership. So please join me in thanking Pechanga once again. We would have no place to meet. And there were, years before, we really had no place to meet. I won't mention the tents that the chamber put up. It was incredible, what we had to do to be able to gather as a community like this. So Pechanga really has wrapped their arms around us. They are wonderful neighbors and wonderful partners with the city and with the community. So we have one more bit of business to take care of. So thank you to chamber chairman and centerpiece judge. I want to emphasize that. Al Rubio was the centerpiece judge. So I'm honored to announce this year's winners for the highly competitive, I'm going to need glasses, for the highly competitive table centerpiece competition. So, oh, come on. You can play the drums. Okay, here is the chairman's choice, and it is Temecula Valley Art. Well, of course, it's art. Temecula Valley Art, congratulations. And you will come up here after the event, and they'll be at the front of the stage, and they'll have a giant plaque for you. So I hope you have a really big wall space somewhere. And now this is the community choice. So this is where you all cast your ballots. And it goes to, thank you, Picasso Dental Group. Woo! Thank you, Picasso Dental Group. I did have a chance to get around the room today, and I'm just amazed at the centerpieces. So, honestly, you could raffle those off someplace. Not today, not here, but you could raffle those off someplace. So, Picasso, come down here after the event and pick up your giant plaque, which you will prominently display in the lobby, I'm sure. So, congratulations to both of you. So, Yes, and then one more thing. Everybody be sure to take your centerpieces home today, okay? You can take them home. I don't care how you decide who's going to get them, but the police are right there if any brawls break out or any discussions break out, so we're ready. So you may, talk amongst yourselves and decide how you're going to take those centerpieces home, okay? So, we have a video for you this morning, and I think you're going to like it.
Tonight, the growing national divide over COVID as states race to reopen. Things are happening very quickly there on appears to be the east side of the Capitol.
Where we face deep racial inequities.
Job openings near record highs. Unemployment filings hit their lowest level last week since the pandemic.
The Taliban took Kabul and Afghanistan almost effortlessly.
Governor Gavin Newsom is about to become the second governor in the state's history to face a recall election.
But our fight against this virus is not over.
Several states are seeing dangerous upticks in new coronavirus cases.
Establishing the tone for this year's State of the City was a challenge. The world's worst pandemic has impacted every sector of our community, families, businesses, and the city of Temecula. And like business owners and residents, the city has faced tragedy and difficult decisions these past 20 months. Like the local business community, the city took steps required by Sacramento and maintained all levels of city services by converting to a virtual city hall. In fact, during those months, the city processed more permits than the previous year during normal circumstances. City staff seamlessly converted all city outreach efforts, programs, and services to a virtual format, and residents took advantage of those services in record numbers. Likewise, the city rebounded and redoubled its efforts to support local businesses. As you'll see in today's summary, city staff, our first responders, commissions, and the city council were focused like laser beam on providing life-saving services and support to every resident, business, and local service provider. We worked to establish plans that dealt with every type of community impact, emotional, physical, and economic. As residents and the business community continued to reach out to care for one another, in typical Temecula fashion, we cared for each other, and it made a huge, huge difference. Through it all, Temecula remains strong, proud, and rugged city, stubborn individuals. When we're down, we do whatever it takes to help, support, and care until we are back on our feet. And that time is now. We mourn over the tragic losses of COVID, and we continue to move forward just as we continue to care for one another. And that's what makes Temecula, Temecula. So today's State of the City address will champion you, your successes, as you took care of business and supported your clients, customers, patients, and friends. We have so much to be proud of, so let's take a look at 2020, 21, and some of the successes realized. Well, this is the greatest show, thanks to you, and this is the greatest city. The city of Temecula's fiscal strength is demonstrated by a balanced budget every year with no less than 25% in reserves. The city's operating budget is projected at $87.3 million in revenue, and that's up nearly 10% from last year. So, what do we spend our money on, or what do we spend your money on? 50% of the city's expenditures are dedicated to public safety. And that's why we can boast that Temecula is the 20th safest city in the United States. It's amazing. Thank you, officers. Thank you, first responders. In June of this year, we approved the largest capital improvement budget in the history of our city. As Temecula continues to grow into a robust economic center, our infrastructure needs continue to expand. Our 5-year budget plan includes 92 projects totaling $700 million. $700 million, which is mostly federal, state, and regional grant revenue. These investments in Temecula's public infrastructure over the next 5 years is significant, and I do not want it to get lost on anyone how unique and fortunate this is. We've worked extremely hard in this area securing outside funds. For context, the capital improvement budget is larger than many more populous cities, including the city of Anaheim and Irvine. Worldwide, the hospitality and tourism sectors have seen the largest economic impact, and Temecula is not exempt. Pre-pandemic, Temecula saw a record year of visitors, 3.14 million to be exact. Can you believe that's more visitors than visited the island of Maui? Just a note, we did not go last year or the year before, so. Tourism is still strong, and we're steadily making up for lost time and revenue. There's no lack of enthusiasm from Temecula's visitors, as evidenced by these recent recognitions. Annual revenue generated by hotel occupancy, or TOT, in Temecula, $3.2 million. This sector is experiencing a healthy rebound, and optimism remains strong to hoteliers looking to develop in Temecula. Currently, there are over 400 hotel rooms in the permitting or construction phase. Just in the last year, in Temecula's Uptown District, we saw 2 new hotels, and we welcomed Staybridge Suites and Hilton Garden Inn. As always, helping us put Temecula on the map is Visit Temecula Valley. Thank you for helping our region build and promote the most beautiful and inspiring destination that we all can enjoy locally. And also, a big congratulations for VTV on your new branding. Let's take a look.
Here's to the valley, to vintage SoCal living, where we savor every last drop of the day, to barns and barrels, cabanas and chip stacks, Syrahs, Saisons, and speakeasies, and sunsets that never stop, to just letting the moment breathe with delicious pairings of people and passions, to a Tuesday tasting like a Saturday, hanging poolside, vineside, inside a barrel room, outside our comfort zones. May we find ourselves forever together, opening the good stuff and our hearts. And may we always have a story the selfie just can't tell. To the mavericks and free spirits of this valley, who will grow it, make it, and uncork it for us all. May they keep breaking the rules and blowing our minds. Let's raise a glass to this spirited place, to Southern California wine country, to the valley, to the vine, to us all, to living life glass full.
Isn't that a great piece? Oh my goodness. I don't know about you, but I want to live there. And one thing we always strive for at our house is to make Tuesday taste like Saturday. We're not quite there yet, but we're still working on it. At the heart of our city, Old Town continues to beat strong with over 230 restaurants and specialty retail stores, nearly 100,000 square feet of office capacity, and more than 130 residential units. This unique fusion of space always attracts fresh interest. This past year, we welcomed several new and exciting venues, including Authentic Italian at Bottega Italia, Margarita's Cocina and Cantina, stylish women's boutique Kim and Cloth, a craft lover's mecca Pretty Paints, Landeros Mexican Grill and Cantina, and chic upscale lounge Adelaide. Also new, and what I like to call eat-tertainment, is Top Spin, which serves New York-style pizza and offers you a game of ping pong. It's pretty great to see our precious historical places brought back to life with new purpose. So you'll see that quite a bit around town as our retail and restaurants are evolving, just as the community is evolving and growing. A new generation of retailers and restaurants are repurposing former spaces, matching Temecula's original motto, old traditions, new opportunities. Take a look at this. What was then Kmart is now a home decor superstar retailer at home. one of my homes away from home, actually. What was then TGI Fridays restaurant is now a barbecue cult favorite, Phil's Barbecue. What was then Ballast Point Brewery is now Old Town Loft and a special event venue. What was then a Marie Callender's restaurant will soon be date night favorite Longhorn Steakhouse. What was then a Sizzler restaurant will soon be a veteran-owned and operated restaurant, Bastard's American Canteen. I know, I said it. I know I said it. And they were supposed to open yesterday. I'm not sure if they did, but if they didn't, it's any minute now. They did? Did they open? They did open yesterday, so be sure you go over there and visit. What was once a vacant warehouse building will soon be an Amazon last mile delivery center, having our packages arrive to our doors even faster. I mean, sometimes they get there the same day. Maybe it's going to be within an hour from now on. What was then Sears at the Promenade Mall will soon be a sports mega retailer, Dick's Sporting Goods. There's also been some exciting activity happening at Vail headquarters. Temecula Brewing Company, family-owned War Horse, I have to practice that because I kept wanting to say warehouse, War Horse Fitness Center has opened along with the Craft House where guests can enjoy painting, parties, and creative workshops. With showrooms in Laguna Hills and Escondido, Bucket of Nails brought their main store to Vail headquarters and will help you design and then create custom rustic furniture for your home or business. And you remember the then newly opened Grazing Theory from last year's State of the City? Well, Yelp just released their 2021 award for top 5 cheese shops in America, and Grazing Theory was #1. Pretty impressive, and congratulations. Our important auto industry provides 27% of sales tax revenue that our city receives. The past year, we have welcomed Tesla, and Temecula Valley Lexus is currently under construction on a state-of-the-art facility in the Auto Mall. Temecula Valley Lexus? Congratulations to DCH Kia of Temecula, who won the National 2021 Kia Dealer of Excellence Award. Oh my gosh, that's a big deal. So Al, where are you? There you are. I see him waving. And also, Paradise Chevrolet Cadillac was among the elite dealers recently bestowed the Dealer of the Year award, and they are winners for the 7th year in a row. And Paradise is always here, and congratulations, Terry and Becky. Wonderful. Each year, Inc. magazine compiles a list of the fastest growing private companies in America, and four of them call Temecula home. That's unheard of. These businesses include Freedom Forever, a residential solar power company, QC Manufacturing, which fabricates the quiet, cool, energy-efficient whole house fan, IDIQ Solutions, a credit reporting and identity theft monitoring company, and Perceptix, a software industry platform used by human resources managers and employees. Here in the city of Temecula, industry does care about the environment, about people, and about the community. If you've had a chance to peek inside your goodie bag this morning, you'll find a bottle of antiseptic hand sanitizer, and those are provided by Temecula's own Medline Industries, who you saw in this morning's video. Also, as a manufacturer of personal protective equipment specializing in face and eye protection, Paulson Manufacturing has been a critically important local business this past year. And I especially must mention Scott's Miracle Grow Company. Scott's is known for their lawn and garden care products, and our lawn does look really good right now. What you may not know is that in the past year, they shifted their Temecula operations to produce protective face shields for COVID-19, which they then donated to hospitals and nursing homes, police and fire departments. To date, they've manufactured and donated over 639,000 face shields. 639,000. It's amazing. Nearly 12% of the city's almost 60,000 jobs are in the manufacturing sector. Finance and administration jobs make up over 13%, and it's no surprise that education and healthcare account for essentially 17% of all Temecula employment. Business attraction and retention and expansion are always a major focus, but this past year the city has doubled down with providing available business resources at the Temecula Valley Entrepreneurs Exchange, or what we like to call TVE2. In the last 12 months, more than 300 local businesses have received resources services at TVE2. And with 417 virtual workshops that have been held, they've reached over 9,000 attendees. 9,000. The TVE2 provides a one-stop shop of fundamental services for both businesses and individual employees. Under one roof, you can connect with not only the business incubator, city-staffed economic development services, and the SBDC, which is the Small Business Development Center, which provide one-on-one business counseling with paid business experts, all at no cost to you. So take advantage of that. It's wonderful services. So thank you to Director of the Inland Empire SBDC, Paul Nolta, for nurturing our business community through your many, many resources. So Paul, I can't see you, but thank you, thank you. Furthermore, you'll also find the Economic Development Coalition, a regional economic development organization of which our neighboring cities, the county, and many businesses organizations are members of and work together on job creation on a regional level. The City of Temecula has also partnered with Riverside County to provide county economic development services in addition to a county workforce development team. So if you're looking to explore opportunities in foreign trade zones or want to see what your financial resource options might be, or if you need help with HR requirements, please check out TVE2. It's all available free of charge, in person, by phone, and virtually. Last year, we mentioned that the city had just launched our online permit center with 24/7 online access to community development tools and information. The virtual center eliminates the need for an in-person visit to City Hall. And I wanted to report on how that's been working out. We anticipated it would make all processes involving permitting and business licensing services more convenient for businesses and efficient for city staff, and due to the pandemic situation, make it safer for everyone. But in addition to that, what we have been able to accomplish is 24 to 48 hour faster permit turnaround time from plan submission to approval. And for this implementation, Temecula was honored with the 2021 Tyler Technology Civic Service Award of Excellence, which recognized the City of Temecula for our commitment to public service, efficiency, and effectiveness in using this new technology to serve the community. So thank you to the city's IT department, which is often overlooked, Michael's sitting right in front of me, for leading the way on this monumental and innovative effort. Once again, Temecula was recognized. City staff, you're amazing. I love you. This year, more than ever, the City of Temecula has placed its highest priority on public safety. As I mentioned before, 58% of the city's general fund expenditures are dedicated to public safety. Our committed police and fire personnel work tirelessly to maintain Temecula's safe city reputation. And I can tell you, most of them, they live here. This is their city. They want to be here because they want their families here where it's safe and beautiful with great schools and great neighbors and great businesses. So it's wonderful. As Old Town continues to care and work with new business establishments, exciting events, and patrons, we deployed a new 9-officer Metro team to ensure the pinnacle in public safety. Using our 3-prong approach to responsible compassion, 2021 has brought about some amazing and wonderful work being done by our specially dedicated team of officers, working hard to find solutions for the homeless or displaced. Just this year, our homeless outreach team, in conjunction with Special Work Action Group, which we call SWAG, and some of our faith-based community partners like Victory Outreach and Community Mission of Hope, assisted over 100 people in need. Also, some really exciting news, Community Mission of Hope has now just merged with Rancho Damacitas. Rancho Damacitas has been in the community for literally as long as I can remember serving children. So their mission's focus is on at-risk single mothers and their young children. So again, what a powerful asset we have in our community partners. COVID has compounded many concerns for families, so again, it comes back to how important it is that Temecula cares. So, how many of you have seen Temecula's new aerial ladder fire truck? It's beautiful. Well, if you haven't, I'll tell you. Bright red, duh, of course. I mean, Temecula wouldn't have another color of a fire truck. So it's bright red, and she is beautiful. So they call her Miss Temecula. I said, I always thought I was Miss Temecula, but appropriately nicknamed by the crew of Station 73. 73? Yeah, okay, waiting. Miss Temecula is 57 feet long, and she has a ladder that reaches 101 feet. 101 feet. So utilizing Measure S, the city's contributed continuing its promise of keeping public safety as the top priority, including fire protection. Temecula is very pleased to welcome Ladder Truck 73 to our fleet, strengthening our emergency preparedness and enhancing response capabilities. And I'll just remind you that when trucks roll, there's a paramedic on every fire engine, and that is very unusual, very unusual. Temecula is about the only city that does it, so it's that important to us. On the heels of public safety, our Public Works Department has also been busy implementing additional measures to keep Temecula safe and beautiful. In keeping with the desire to create pedestrian-friendly streets in Old Town, 4-way stop signs were installed on each block, improving safety and helping with traffic flow. Our Public Works Department also completed several installations of high-visibility crosswalks, including locations at Temecula Valley High School, Lake Harveston, and equestrian crossings for the multi-use trails that cross Inez and Deep Portola Road in the Los Ranchitos communities. So the horse community is represented here today. Lisa, was that you? Yeah, I thought so. It's great. So within the last 12 months, Public Works has filled 29,000 square feet of potholes. That is 269 total tons of asphalt and concrete. And graffiti? Public Works has removed 32,000 square feet of graffiti in 468 locations, and their response removal window is within 24 hours, 90% of the time. And this is why we have no graffiti, because graffiti attracts other graffiti, and we keep it instantly covered up and erased, and we work locally with, if it's on private property, we work with private property owners, and they're very good to cooperate 90% of the time within 24 hours. And actually, part of the credit goes to you. Most notifications that Public Works receives on repairs or cleanup come through the online City of Temecula app from residents. Using the app on your phone keeps you up to date on news and events, but also gives you the ability to report non-emergency issues to the city at any time, day or night. Your help allows us to do our jobs faster and more efficiently. Download the free app to your phone if you haven't already done so. So let's take a look at some more public works and infrastructure projects you'll see over the next 12 months.
Transportation and the movement of people and goods, whether it be by vehicle, bike, or by foot, is a vital part to any city's core foundation. Here in Temecula, building and maintaining our critical infrastructure to allow ease in transportation has remained a priority since city inception over 32 years ago. As Temecula continues to evolve into a dynamic economic powerhouse, so do our infrastructure needs expand. In June 2021, the city approved a $700 million capital improvement budget, or CIP budget for short, the largest ever in Temecula's history. City funding contributes roughly 24% of the total CIP funding, with outside sources such as federal and state grants, and regional revenue sources such as Riverside County's transportation uniform mitigation fees, making up the remainder of the budget. 92 carefully planned projects over the next 5 years are sure to make a positive impact on all of Temecula's residents. Let's take a look at some of the projects that are included in this capital improvement budget, which are expected to start construction over the next 12 months. Temecula, get ready to move. French Valley Parkway, Phase 2. This project will construct 2 northbound lanes on the I-15 freeway, approximately 2.5 miles long. The new lanes will start on I-15 from Winchester Road to the I-15-215 junction and include a flyover bridge. This will help correct the daily choke point on the northbound Interstate 15, where weaving occurs as drivers choose between I-15 and I-215, while at the same time, vehicles are merging from off of Winchester Road and onto northbound I-15. Groundbreaking for this $138 million project is expected to occur mid-2022.
Hallelujah!
I-15 Freeway Congestion Relief Project. New auxiliary lanes will be constructed along the I-15 freeway between all on-ramps and off-ramps in Temecula. The first lane, northbound I-15 from Temecula Parkway to Rancho California Road, is expected to start construction by the end of 2022. Freeway Beautification Plan. While speaking of freeway off-ramps, the southbound Temecula Parkway Freeway off-ramp that was completed in 2019 will be going through a landscape beautification upgrade. The city, in conjunction with sponsorship from our partners, Pechanga Band of Luiseno Indians and Visit Temecula Valley, will be creating an enhanced landscape and hardscape plan that will communicate a strong sense of arrival and warm welcome to those entering Temecula. Nicholas Road Extension and Multipurpose Trail. On the northeastern part of town, construction will soon start on the road extension of Nicholas Road from Summers Bend's westerly boundary to Calle Girasol and Leifer Road. The project will also include a culvert crossing at Santa Gertrudis Creek. This project will bring needed relief for those living in the area and will also provide an efficient northern access route towards wine country. Diaz Road Expansion. Diaz Road will be converted into a major 4-lane arterial between Rancho California Road and Cherry Street, bringing additional roadway infrastructure to the city's business park corridor. Construction will start from Winchester to Rancho California in 2022. Building critical infrastructure is not only being planned, but maintaining and improving the city's existing roads and facilities are also a priority. This year, the City of Temecula will upgrade and repair over 3 million square feet of roads through our pavement rehabilitation program, including much of the city's business park and major access roads, including Butterfield Stage, Yanez Road, Paba Road, and Winchester Road. We will also start renovating and upgrading a few city facilities over the next 12 months. Margarita Recreation Center. Located at the Michael Mike Nugar Park off Margarita Road, the former YMCA building will be dismantled and a new intergenerational recreation center with a pool will be built in its place. Mary Phillips Senior Center. Enhancement and renovation at the Mary Phillips Senior Center, including exterior improvements and much-needed accessibility improvements to the interior, will also take place. Pickleball courts will be constructed at Wolf Creek Park, balancing the amenities currently offered on the south side of town. In striving to maintain a healthy balance of transportation modes, the city puts great effort into planning connectivity, construction, and maintenance of trails and bike paths through the city. Here are a few projects you will see in the coming months. Trail lighting will be installed to the east side of the creek between First Street and Rancho California Road in Old Town. Extension of the pedestrian bike trail from Yanez Road to Murrieta Creek Multi-Trail on Diaz Road. This is just a snapshot of the 92 projects scheduled in the city's 5-year capital improvement program, all aimed at prioritizing public infrastructure in an effort to move Temecula forward and beyond this year, providing quality of life for years to come.
Isn't this the most incredible city? Development permits, new home permits, permits from projects with valuation over $100,000 have all steadily increased and currently well exceed pre-pandemic numbers. As an example, new home permits in the first 6 months of 2021 exceeded the number of new home permits in the entire year of 2020, and it's 4 times more than the entire year of 2019. So thank you to Southwest Riverside County Association of Realtors, who serve as the voice of real estate for Southwest Riverside County. And I always say they are the best ambassadors that we can have. So we want to keep them up to speed and give them the latest numbers and data on Temecula. They really are remarkable. So they assist us with keeping the pulse of the real estate market, and they really do. Housing demand is so high, and property values grow, and prices continue to increase. The median home price in Temecula is now $670,000. That's an increase of 27.3% from July 2020 to July 2021. Temecula is more expensive than cities throughout Riverside County. This is the market nationwide that demands a high-quality, safe, nicely located, beautiful community, and we are making strides to diversify housing options for all income levels. We've just completed the process of updating the housing element of the city's general plan to ensure that we're prepared to meet the housing needs of Temecula. Supporting an era of modern yet affordable homes, Las Haciendas is approved for a mixed-income 77-unit development located in the Uptown District along Jefferson Avenue, featuring sustainable construction and a large community center. Vine Creek, located at Pujol and Main Streets, has been approved for 60 affordable units, with 14 units set aside for households with special needs. Summers Bend encompasses 2,000 homes, of which 607 homes have already been built and 269 are under construction today. This neighborhood will add to the mix of Temecula's quaint residential neighborhoods and beautiful estates, including 76 lots that will be approximately half-acre. Homes will be comprised of a mix of single-family and an area of homes exclusively designed for those active adults 55 and better. So get ready, honey. In addition, there will be multiple pools, pickleball courts, and several park areas, including a 20-acre city sports park and 10 miles of trails that meander through the community's 181 acres of preserved open space. The Lantern Crest project, located at the southeast corner of Inez and Date, will be a 494-unit independent and assisted living community. Okay, honey, get ready for that too. On Rancho California Road, Rendezvous Apartments is gearing up for Phase 2 of their project. Phase 1 was completed this year. To be a city that attracts and retains talent, we must also work together to expand and strengthen our quality of life amenities, our great places to play, to gather, and to make memories with family and friends. The pickleball courts at the Mike Nagar Community Park have been so wildly popular, the city has a new 10-court pickleball project planned for Wolf Creek Park. And I heard some stirring back over in here, Lene Trejo, where are you? Pickleball, we haven't played yet, but apparently it's just gone crazy. Wolf Creek Park will also be getting a new pump track like the 2 tracks built at Ronald Reagan Sports Park, and just for good measure, a 4th pump track will be built at Long Canyon Park. There's just so much fun going on. Let's take a look at some key parks and recreation projects and programs produced by our Community Services Department. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at Temecula. This is it. It is our close-knit relationships that set us apart and give us our small-town charm. We know and trust each other. We celebrate each other's victories. We problem solve. We serve. We make things happen. We plan and dream and succeed together. Temecula is a very special place.
When I first came here, there was only two parks. One was Sam Hicks Park, and one was the Rancho California Sports Park, and I was the third parks. 41 parks we have in the city of Temecula. But I think it's great, and it's really provided an opportunity for our youth and adults to recreate and enjoy life.
Oh, I love Ron Parks. If you had the opportunity of knowing Ron Parks, he was our first mayor, and he played Temecula's Santa Claus. And he really was Santa Claus all year long, not just at Christmas time. He had the biggest heart. He was an excellent mayor and council member. He served the residents. And Ron Parks back then, we knew them really well. And he often said, we had no idea what we were doing as that first city council. But obviously, they were doing everything right with a great staff to back them up. And we stand on the shoulders of giants today. And Ron Parks is one of those. And he is going to be sorely missed in Temecula, never forgotten, always remembered, and always loved. So we love you, Ron Parks. So looking into the future over the next 6 months, the City of Temecula will be engaging residents, businesses, local institutions, and regional partners in an inclusive process to review and update our general plan and our quality of life master plan. Among other things, we'll be doing extensive research, compiling statistical indicators, and taking a close look at community health and well-being. As you know, the QLMP, which I like to call the QLUMP, is the roadmap that we use to guide the city in the best possible direction. So we hope that you'll join us and get involved by providing valuable feedback. Throughout 2021, Temecula Cares was highlighted in many ways through city programs and practices. During the height of the pandemic, the city distributed $500,000 in grants to local businesses, $100,000 to nonprofits, and $764,000 was appropriated for rent and mortgage relief. We distributed 100,000 masks to Temecula schools and businesses. At the Mary Phillips Senior Center, seniors continue to enjoy a week's worth of meals with curbside pickup every Friday. Located at Rotary Park, the Mike Nagar Community Park, and CRC Amphitheater, our free access city Wi-Fi gardens are open, providing safe options for students who remain in virtual education. The City of Temecula has been partnering with the American Red Cross, hosting blood drives at the Temecula City Hall Conference Center. In fact, you can help by donating next Tuesday from 10 to 4, or there'll be a monthly opportunity in November and again in December. Temecula is an example of the many ways that simple acts of kindness can lift spirits and build a stronger city, and how just being kind can positively affect the life of the giver, the receiver, and the whole community. Please join me 1 week from today at City Hall for a Remembrance of Life event, recognizing the citizens of Temecula who withstood hardships of the coronavirus pandemic and for the loved ones we've lost. As well, there'll be a permanent bench placed at the duck pond as a reflection space. Let's honor and remember those who have departed while we appreciate and hold tight to the ones that we have. And together, let's continue stepping into the future with kindness and determination in our hearts. We can accomplish anything when we do it together. When we care, it really makes a difference. By staying focused, working together, and by staying strong, we can weather any storm, fight any battle, and continue to live, work, and raise a family in the best, most beautiful, safest, most caring city in the country. I am more proud to be a part of this city and so honored to be the mayor. I can't begin to tell you. We love it here so much, and we've loved it here for 34 years, the city that we've loved and served. And just as you know, everything you do improves Temecula. Your businesses that you run, the outreach that you do through donations, just the little things that you do every day. So I thank each and every one of you for giving 100% to the city we have known and loved for all these years. Here's to the next 32 years in Temecula's future and beyond as proud Temecula business owners and servants. We need you all. We love you all. We appreciate you all. And we thank you so much for coming today.